Well, good morning. From the looks on some of your faces, I can already tell what some of you are thinking. Where are your pants? And as someone who wears a kilt casually, easily, proudly, and often, I often sort of hear the same couple of questions over and over again. So I thought we might get the answers to those questions out of the way. So the answers to the two questions I get asked are, number one, because I want to, and number two, well, that's just none of your business. The truth of the matter is that I am too proud to wear pants, and how many college presidents do you know that can say that with a straight face? But it is true, there is so much to be proud of here at PC. For starters, PC has a Scottish Presbyterian heritage that shows itself in a lot of fun and important ways. And so one example you will all recall is that our mascot, the Blue Hose, which is a reference to fierce Scottish warriors that were known for their blue stockings or their socks. And up until the 1950s, our sports teams actually used to wear these socks all the time. So much so that newspaper reporters, fans, and the general public started to refer to us that way. They started to call us the Blue Stockings. But alas, the term blue stockings apparently didn't strike enough fear into the hearts of our opponents. So in 1954, we opted for the way scarier and far more intimidating Blue Hose. Anyway, think Mel Gibson and the Scottish freedom fighters depicted in the movie Braveheart. That is us. Those are Blue Hose. But I would tell you that being a Blue Hose isn't just about having a certain look or an aesthetic. It's a philosophy. It's an outlook. It's an attitude. It's fierceness when you're an underdog. It's toughness when your back is up against the wall. It's confidence and boldness, and it is one of my favorite words. Swagger. Kilts like the one I'm wearing are made out of tartan, and PC's tartan, well, that was designed just for us. Literally, nobody else is allowed to use it because it is copyrighted with the Scottish Register of Tartans. And rightly so, because being a Blue Hose is a one-of-a-kind experience. And wearing our tartan in ties and socks and scarves, and yes, in kilts. Well, that's just one of the many ways that we show just how proud we are of our association with PC. Now, speaking to our first-year students, to be sure, people are going to ask you in these years, and throughout your life probably, about your college's mascot. What is that? And I would tell you that is a good thing, because your mascot is original, it's distinctive, and now it's yours. So if anyone doesn't know about it or doesn't get it, tell them with pride. Maybe even mention that the Blue Hose won the Fox Sports National Mascot Competition in 2017. It turns out that your college has been unique ever since the very beginning. And it all began with a man and a vision. And that man, of course, was PC's founder, the Reverend Dr. William Plumer Jacobs. It was 1864 when he came right here to Clinton, which was then just a dusty old outpost. And Dr. Jacobs was pastor of First Presbyterian Church, and his big dream, his big idea, was to start a home for children who were orphaned during the Civil War. With partnership from his friends at the Presbyterian Church, the Thornwell Orphanage began to take shape. And as it turns out, by about 1880 or so, Dr. Jacobs needed a place to be able to send those students of his once they graduated from high school. So he created Clinton College, which of course became Presbyterian College. So in other words, PC started out, your college began as a tool to make the world a better, more nurturing place. Your college is the product of compassion and creativity and service. It should come as no surprise then that PC's motto, literally the one thing on this campus that all of us can repeat at a moment's notice, is Dum Vivimus Servimus. While we live, we serve. Now that sense of service has powered PC through wars, booms, busts, and constant change. You know, in a lot of ways, it's a miracle that we are even here after 141 years, especially when so many colleges like ours have failed. A miracle made possible by the service of countless students, faculty, staff, alumni, and friends over the years. Now, if there's one particular era that really reveals what PC is all about, our true character, I would say that's probably the Great Depression. In 1935, PC selected as their president the 41-year-old William Plumer Jacobs II, who was a businessman and turns out the grandson of our founder. The Depression had been absolutely bearing down on PC and all other colleges and universities, and students were quite scarce at that time, and a lack of money was about to shut the whole place down. An editorial in the student newspaper, still called the Blue Stocking, wrote, "Clouds of doubt and despair and uncertainty hung heavy over campus." When President Jacobs arrived, the college took urgent action to address those challenges in head-on fashion, the same way we do today. They worked really hard to become more relevant and more distinctive. They tirelessly recruited students and raised funds, and they released this continual drumbeat of pride-inducing good news, and they transformed PC into the college that dares to be different. Over time, the college saw record enrollments, record financial health, and increased name recognition across the state and across the region. And President Jacobs, well, he had a name for this type of confidence and hard work and the swagger that turned the tide for PC. He called it the championship spirit. That same championship spirit is alive and well today on our campus. It's led to PC's ranking as the best value private education in all of South Carolina. It's led to PC's #1 ranking in South Carolina for social mobility. It's led to the college's reputation over the years as a place where students learn to outpunch their weight class, where they discover potential they never even knew they had. That same championship spirit drives our excitement about the future of our college. And in just 2 months, on Friday, October 21, right around homecoming, PC will hold an absolutely epic, newsworthy event right here where you are sitting. That day, we're going to announce that PC is setting out to become the nation's preeminent college for innovative community and global service. In other words, PC is about to go all in and become America's innovative service college. And I would tell you that PC has done a lot of work, especially over the last 12 to 18 months toward that end. So a couple of examples. For one, we launched the state's largest service entrepreneurship case competition for high school seniors. Some of you participated in that competition. In a few weeks, we are going to open that competition to all high school seniors in all 50 states. It will be the largest competition of its kind in the United States of America. Consider also the new opportunities that you now have at your fingertips. So for example, did you realize that once you graduate, you have preferred access and a guaranteed scholarship to attend the nation's #1 school, graduate school for public affairs? That's due to a partnership that we have with Indiana University, which just supplanted Harvard and Syracuse and others for that top-ranked title. There are many more on the way, and in fact, on October 21, we will announce one of those. PC is becoming a powerful launch pad to some of the nation's best graduate programs. October 21 is a day that's going to overflow with good news just like that. We'll unveil new partnerships and new services, new programs and new plans, all designed to help you get the most out of your education at PC. All designed to help make your degree even more valuable and powerful than ever before. Now, in the meantime, I'm going to ask you a favor. Keep bringing us recommendations to strengthen PC, because we are listening. In the last 18 months alone, you have helped do things like improve campus safety. So we have things, you probably noticed, you've seen things like blue light safety phones, additional cameras. Now we have license plate scanning technology as well. If you follow PC or me on social media, I apologize, but the video, the promo video, you may have seen that we are now installing new Wi-Fi. That work is underway. We have invested, because of you, very heavily in a new food service operation. Renovations to your new social hub of 112 Musgrove in downtown Clinton are done on the college's end, and now our new food provider is installing a new salad and flatbread restaurant on the main level. That should open in January, that restaurant, hopefully sooner than that. And oh yeah, it's going to transition into a pub in the evenings. That'll be fun. I thought the seniors might like that. Your new movie theater, performing arts arena, and esports headquarters in downtown Lawrence should open up in January as well. So much more to talk about, but at the end of the day, the message is this. It's great to be a Blue Hose. And when we work together with our championship spirit, PC becomes an even better version of itself. We have been waiting 141 years for you to get here. How are you going to use your time here, or your time left here? Welcome to the 2022-2023 academic year. Let's make this one count. Thank you. Congratulations. We're proud of you. Let's go, Blue Hooks.